So the Polygame is a strange story in the sense that it started from the very beginning from an idea by Stefano Caserini, who was the one who spotted the paper by Pacala and Sokolo and did the exercise with his students in his course. So we thought it was a good idea to bring this to the Alta Scuola Politecnica and to play that as a game. So we enter, the people you see on the left part of the panel there, they entered after Stefano's original idea. But then you see on the right column here also a number of guys who has been aspers, and they helped us a lot in trying to build the game as a PHP MySQL something. I mean, sort of web aided system in order to let people play not only at the Alta Scuola Politecnica but from everywhere. Now, what is the point? The point is that we never reached publication of this stuff. And why is that? Because aspers are smart guys, so they finish their school and they go somewhere else doing something serious. For example, your advisor, who is named Mario San Giorgio, over there, he was in generation number 1 of the Polygame, and together with, now he's at MIT, I think, doing, he's visiting, I know better than you maybe, I mean, he's visiting under the Progetto Rocca, because he's doing a PhD with the department I belong to. Marco Triverio is a man, a strange engineer interested in design, home computer interactions, and now he's at the University of Michigan. Okay, no, he came back, no, San Francisco, he moved. Okay, he moved, sorry, I don't know the exact details where he's now. Good that you know. Marco Radeda is a wonderful designer. I don't tell you the story of everyone now. Francesco Lunetta is another computer scientist working with Microsoft in California, I think. Well, we never reached the end of the story because these people are moving. So we didn't find anyone who wants to remain the center of this idea. But now we have some young guys. We found someone in a company, a very young company. Maybe you can introduce yourself. So Davide and Andrea will tell you something about the potentiality of producing this thing from in an informatic way, okay?
Hello. My name is Andrea, he is Davide, and we work for a company called VAS, which is based in Milan, Italy. He is the founder and CEO of that company, and I work in the user interface design and development part. We're a group of 8-9 people, and we have designers, we have photographers, we have video producers, and we also have developers. And it's a pretty fun place to work. If you want to know more about the website, just go to vas.it and you will find out more. So why were we, first of all, we started to work with the Politecnico to develop this game because we saw a lot of potential in making it international and making it online where anyone can play at any time. The most obvious reasons are there can be more players and more games, but also there's 3 main points which can help the world. And that is more knowledge, more social interaction, and more results. We're going to see all 3 points more in detail. For the knowledge side, there's 3 important things that we can do. As you saw today by doing your presentations on paper, everything that you found and that you wrote down is now in 5-6 different files, in hard drives and USB drives. And it's hard, if someone wants to have an overview of that data, they have to get all those files and read them. If we have a focal point where all this data is automatically inserted, we can analyze it, structure it, and study it. And the more games that are played, the more data there is, and the more accurate the results for the next game. We can also easily divide it by geographics. We came in a bit late this morning and we heard Professor Sokolo talk about wedges, and some of you talked from Chile and from China. Today you played about Italy, but anyone from anywhere in the world can play if it's online, and their country has different features, has different pros, different cons, and their wedges will be completely different from yours, especially their wedge combinations. And by having this general overview, we can also see how people learn through the results and better study how we can make learning easier and communicate the problems in a better way. The second point is social interaction. The benefit of doing it in person here was that you could all talk and you could all speak, go online, and there was no barrier, which is usually the case when doing things online. We want to take all the newest technologies, integrate them into this online system so that, I don't know if you guys have heard of Google Hangout, Facebook video chat, Skype, obviously. All of these things help lower the barrier of distance. And we want to make everything very seamless and as if there was one giant room where everyone was playing. For the administrators of the games all over the world, such as the professors, it will be very easy for them to make games, administer them, without having to get all the pieces of paper with the handwriting and the votes from 1 to 10. And it's just so much easier to create a game. And it'll make it much easier for anyone in the world to play. And why not? Achievements and awards are a very good way to stimulate competition. And by having a focal point, we can give points. Everyone that plays can have their own statistics. And we can eventually connect your statistics to professional platforms such as LinkedIn or anyone that should pop up in the future. And you can have professional credibility from having played these games. People can see what you've done, what ideas you've suggested. These are all ideas, but things that we can do with the current technologies. And results. This is the most important thing. We're all here to try to better the planet, lower CO2 emissions, blah, 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 blah. And the most important thing is people know what we have to do. They don't really know why. I mean, they know they have to ride a bicycle and not drive a car. They know they have to eat less beef, which I personally don't agree with, but we think the reason why things aren't moving in the direction is that because they don't really know the direct correlation with what happens if they lower their CO2 emissions. Public access to the results of all your games could help them realize that if they eat less beef or ride a bicycle, it has a very direct impact on the earth. And as we accumulate data along a time span, we can also see how solutions evolve, what results are better than others, see based on different countries how one thing is more effective in one place, how in the future things should be done in another way. We look at the past to do the present and to look at the future. And that's about it for results. And we want to also point out that this is not a closed for-profit endeavor. This is just, it will be open source. It will be for anyone who wants to contribute. And we're just doing it as a joint venture with the Politecnico of Milan and Torino and all the Polytechnicos in the world. And if you want to contact us, we have very simple emails, thanks to our short name. And you can send us an email if you want to help out.
Thank you, Gary. Yes, this is great. Thank you very much.